Hey everyone, welcome back to today's episode of That's Debatable Daily. My name is Leavezo, and I'm joined by Landon, one of my oldest and greatest friends, who I've known for long enough to make these conversations interesting, right? So today, we have a soul-draining experience question. I want you to decide, Landon, which is more soul-draining between unnecessary meetings or filing tax returns.
Oh, man.
The unnecessary part is the one that gets me. Like, meetings suck anyway, but unnecessary ones are just insult to injury. I hate them. I hate them.
It is the whole, because tax returns you have to do.
Filing my taxes isn't that bad.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for a long time, and here's the deal. There are a lot of free ways to file your taxes that they don't want you to know about because people make billions of dollars off of filing taxes every year. Go find the free versions. They're easier anyway. That being said, it's a system that has been made purposefully to be difficult.
That's what I was just
make
thinking.
money off of it.
That's what I was just thinking. There is
That's
the
evidence.
fact,
Like, that's evidence that it has been made complex.
It has.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't realize this at first, but it also does have the unnecessary factor because it is intentionally unnecessarily difficult.
It's soul draining.
That is
on
also
purpose.
frustrating.
It's soul draining on purpose.
Yeah.
Whereas unnecessary meetings are soul draining because you're just doing things wrong.
You know what? I think first impression here, the tax filing can be more frustrating.
Yes.
But soul draining is maybe the meetings because of the fact that there is like no end in sight.
Yes.
As long as you have that job, and you also know probably if you switch jobs
Yeah.
at your next job, you'll probably also have unnecessary meetings. There's
Yeah.
kind of no end in sight. That feels more soul draining to me than like, okay, this sucks. I don't want to do my taxes. This is dumb.
If I had to do my taxes once a week,
yes.
or if I
Way
only
worse.
had to do a meeting once a year, more comparable. But the fact that for one, it's a one the year thing, and the other one, it might be twice a week, at least once a month for sure.
Yeah.
That is more draining. You're draining more with that.
Totally.
It's just over time, hours longer. It's definitely unnecessary
And
meetings.
the meetings are one that you think about afterward too, because you end up getting out of that meeting and it doesn't stop because you get back to whatever you're doing and you go, oh man, that meeting was dumb. We could have done this. We could have done that.
Yeah.
That could have been an email. You like still are brooding on that later.
It affects, it ruins your whole day too, because if you have ADHD like I do or like you do, if you have a meeting later in the day, you can't get anything done until that meeting happens. Like whether it's a meeting or an appointment or whatever, like whatever thing is happening at 4 p.m., you're just like, I can't get any of my work done before that because I'm so nervous about doing this thing where I'm going to be in front of this people and I might make a fool of myself. It's draining even not in the meeting. So I think I would choose that one.
Now, on the flip side of that,
Okay.
the taxes, finances are one of the most stressful things.
It's so
one of the most stressful things
So stressful.
for humans in general. Finances are, and this brings up all that stuff. You have to think
whole
about
year
all
of
that.
trauma.
If you've been having a
good point.
happy couple weeks and like not thinking that much about finances, and you're like, oh man, I really have to dig into this now. And I can tell you, like I started a business a while back, and we won this like business competition, right? And it was great, got us money, and didn't file that stuff correctly. And it was like
worst.
3 years later, the IRS came and was like, you owe like $4,000 on this or whatever. And I was like, what?
You didn't even know.
I didn't even realize.
Nobody
And
even told
that
you. Yeah.
is soul draining because then you're like, I have budgeted, I've got,
Yeah.
and sometimes it can be a lot of money that you just, because you did one dumb thing wrong,
Highway
because
robbery,
it's
dude.
stupid, then you have to deal with that later.
Yeah.
That's kind of soul draining because you're like, now how am I, where, that's not in my budget anywhere.
Totally.
And it like affects you in a much more material way
Yep.
than a bad meeting. You're like, unnecessary meeting, whatever.
Though a lot of people get a couple $1,000s back during tax time, which
that's
is a good
good.
incentive.
That's good.
That helps in its favor.
That's true. That's true.
And I must say, if I were just to come up with you and just say, hey, would you rather never ever have to worry about filing your taxes ever again, or never ever ever have to ever worry about being in an unnecessary meeting? Which one are you choosing?
Actually, I don't know.
Really?
Like if I just didn't ever have to think about taxes.
Yeah, I
again,
guess
that's
taxes
kinda
just
nice.
aren't a huge deal for me.
Yeah, it's not. It's the thing is
Yeah.
like it's only once a year, but like when you phrase it that way, for some reason,
Really? That
it's
one.
a little bit. It's a little bit more.
Because
you know what?
Because for me, that made it clearly the unnecessary meetings. I'm like,
I feel
are you
like-
kidding me? Never again? Yes.
Yeah, I feel like also.
But I get
you
what
can-
you're saying.
You can kind of like chill and space out through
It's
an
nice
unnecessary
to
meeting.
never have to do
or you
taxes
can
ever
like
again. That
kind
would
of
be
commiserate with your like it's kind of a bonding experience
Sure.
with
Sure,
everybody
sure.
to be like, bro, we shouldn't have had that meeting. It's like, you're right. Should have been an email. You know, like a good boss could maybe. No, they couldn't. I was saying intentionally make an unnecessary meeting. No, that's not the case. But there is potentially, you are always going to have to. We talk about this sometimes on these episodes. An expiration for this,
right?
Unnecessary meetings. You could eventually propose, hey, why don't we try an email with that next time? Some of those things.
Right. There are some people that don't have unnecessary meetings in their life because they've worked them out.
Right.
That's a good point.
It's soul draining, but there is maybe a chance you could get out of it eventually by helping to influence company.
Yes,
eventually. Company culture is.
But I feel like at the expense of never, like for me, filing my taxes, I do it once a year. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. I also kind of just like learning about the tax laws and what exists and all that stuff. I don't like it, but like I can get into it better than a boring meeting that I'm like, I shouldn't even be here at all. Yeah. That's agony to me.
Yeah, no,
agony
you're right.
to me. To be somewhere where I'm like, I shouldn't be here. My time on life, the hours of my literal mortal existence are going before my eyes and they are meaningless right now because somebody else wasn't organized enough. That's torture, dude.
Yep, totally. And I think I'm on board with that.
I think so.
I want to know, because it feels like, tell us what we're missing about taxes.
This is a tough one.
Tell us what we're missing about taxes, because I feel like there's maybe 1 or 2 levels of that we're not hitting right now.
For sure.
But I think I'm on board with meetings.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what you guys think of this, and please tell us. But I think I'm choosing meetings as the more soul-draining experience.
Yep, it is more soul-draining.
Cool. Yep. Well, thanks, guys. Let's hear what you have to say about that, and then join us tomorrow. We have a very special day. March 30th is National Pencil Day. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about either every pencil you use snapping in half after 5 uses, or every time you ask for a pencil, it's one that looks like it has been chewed on by a beaver. We'll see you guys tomorrow.